Hi Libra, I hope you guys are doing great today. We're going to do some general messages for the end of May into the beginning of June 2020. We're going to start off with love, go into career. I'm going to timestamp in the description box below the video for career if you're just here for that, if you're not interested in finding out about relationships. So we're going to start off with some astro dice to get the crowning messages. Any messages that Spirit wants you to know. Libra. Pluto. Aries, 11th house. Okay, so why don't we talk about what happens in the 11th house of friends. Let's show you guys this. So, when you roll an 11 here, as far as in an 11th house, you're being asked to cultivate some healthy emotional detachment about something that's been muddied with sentimentality here. Don't get stuck in how something should play out. You really want to be willing to try something new here, Libra. This indicates an opportunity for a total 180 in some part of your life that has felt very, very stagnant. You don't want to be afraid to shake it up. Don't be afraid to shake it up, because that's going to be happening, man. Shaking it up. Talk about shaking up. Pluto, we have transformation, and we have Aries is ruled by Mars. So Pluto energy is a ruler of Scorpio, okay? So when we have Pluto, when we roll Pluto, you really want to be ready to deal with the treasure that's disguised as a loss here, guys. Okay? Something is being stripped away, purged, maybe wiped out of your life to pave the way for something really beautiful to come in, some sort of lush new growth. But first you need to grieve what's leaving and really sit with it. And really sit with the sensation of it slothing off, because there is nothing pretty about a psychological death. I'm not even going to try to dress it up that there is something really fun or, pretty about it. It's not, but it's very necessary. And the thing is, Pluto will never, ever create these circumstances that ultimately are not meant to bring us to a higher place. So you really need to understand that. And then with Aries, this is all about time to move on. Time to move on an idea, a new approach that you've been thinking about. So now this is going to go for relationships and or career. Those are the crowning messages that are important for Libra to get for this reading. So we're going to start off with, relationship, clear that, and then go into career. Let's do separate spreads for those this time, right? All right, any messages for our Libra friends? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Remember, your sun sign is only one house in the room of self. Always check your other signs as well. You don't want to make it fit if it's not fitting, guys. These are general messages, remember, and the energies could always be reversed. If I say something about you, it could be your partner. Say something about your partner, it could be you. It's just the way the energies work. Additionally, when I say something in the recent past, whatever that means to you, for some of you guys, it might be last week. For some of you, last month. Some last year. And even 5 years ago. It's about what's active in your energy field, guys, okay? All right, so let's get right into this. Having to do with relationship in the recent past and whatever that means to you, we have the Four of Coins energy. So the Four of Coins is about having just enough, right? But it's also, there's a sense of, when we're talking about relationship, remember coins or pentacles, right? Whatever you want to call them, it's the same thing. It can literally be resources, but it's also emotional, mental, and physical connection as well. So we have to also apply the messages, however they would fit in your particular life. But when we have a four of Pentacle energy, there really is this idea of self-protection. And it's self-protection because, if it has to do with mental, physical, emotional connection, because you've been through something that has taught you, you know what, I got to watch out here, right? And it's having this illuminated. Now, this is a Sun and Capricorn card. So if it has to do with actual money and resources, you worked hard for your money. A lot of people call this the card, like when somebody's being cheap, or, you're being cheap, or you're dealing with somebody who is cheap. Money is an issue. But it's about putting in the hard work and really wanting to try to save, and I'm really not getting a lot of malice here. It's more about self-protection, saving for self-protection. So that was in the past, okay, having to do with this relationship. So money could have been some sort of issue between the two of you, or the way you guys communicated, your intimate life, anything with that mental, emotional, physical connection. I know it's a big energy. I'm saying the pentacle means all of that, but that truly is what it means, okay, in tarot. So now let's look at the devil energy being crossed by the Hierophant. Wow, very interesting. We have the devil crossed by like of the belief system, right? Because the Hierophant it's a Sagittarius energy, and it is in numerology, it's attached to Taurus, but in astrology it really is connected to the Sagittarius energy, which is our belief system. And then we have the devil as the foundation that's crossing. Very interesting to me. The devil is where there's any imbalance. So Libra, this tells me that you are dealing with somebody in your life, either with yourself or with somebody close to you, with addiction, with some sort of any kind of imbalance. So this could have to do with drinking too much, doing drugs. It doesn't even have to be to substances though, guys. It could be sex addiction, food addiction, fear of intimacy, anywhere there's imbalance, fear of intimacy, fear of abandonment, anxiety, depression, excessive egotism, any sort of narcissistic tendencies. Those are all categorized as imbalanced areas. That's really all actually an addiction is. It's too much of something, and that is the devil energy. And in the upright, it looks like it's not getting addressed. This is a better energy to get in the reverse, actually. Now that idea, right, that imbalance is being crossed by your belief system, by what's supposed to be going on here, right? What's going on? This is, the Hierophant energy. When I say Sagittarius, the Hierophant rules your religion, your belief system, how you know relationship is supposed to be. And how do you know that? Everybody's going to be different. Maybe you learn from your first family. Maybe you learn through your religion. Maybe you just learned on your own, just growing up, how you think relationship is supposed to be. And whatever you're dealing with in relationship, Libra, I'm getting that it's crossing your belief system, or that the way you're acting is crossing the belief system of a partner. It really can be, again, vice versa. So there is this, whatever the imbalance is, it is working contrary to whatever the belief system of the relationship is, So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, listen, I mean, there might be some shady stuff going on here. We have to call it what it is, right? We have to call it what it is. Two of Cups reverse. Yeah, Venus and Cancer in the reverse. Cancer is all about safety. So whatever's going on here is making you feel unsafe. Unsafe. And, Venus reverse, you're not feeling good about yourself because, our self-worth and our self-esteem hangs out in Venus. This also has to do with money and love. So maybe money's not on point. You're not feeling connected to your partner. I mean, that is the crowning energy of this. Now, what's interesting here is we have the Wheel of Fortune as the foundation. So I'm getting for many of you, coming into this energy, you were already in a mode of self-protection. So maybe you were protecting yourself as well as your assets. Could very well be. But we have this dealing with this imbalance that's crossing the belief system, and somebody making you feel very unsafely, like you were not feeling really, really comfortable in this connection. And the Wheel of Fortune is a Jupiter energy, which is very benefic. But this is the thing, when it comes to relationships, this does indicate either a relationship reconnecting, somebody coming back from your past, or you guys trying to work out something that you definitely, this does indicate typically the relationship is in a weird space. But Jupiter's only going to bless it as far as the health of the bones of the relationship. And what I mean by that is, and if you were with somebody who's like just, and I hate to use this overused word, but, narcissist, who cheated on you, who's just really distrustful and very dismissive, and, all of these very negative traits, you're going to know the relationship really did not have good bones when it started to go south, right? Now, it's totally different if you guys just kind of grew apart, your communication became wonky, there ended up being really this very clear sort of like unhealthy competition, but that's even fixable. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, not like a ton of lines got crossed. Now, if a lot of lines got crossed and this girl comes back around, tell them to keep going, because it's not going to be blessed. It's going to be an epic waste of your time, to be honest with you. But if it was the kind of situation where it had pretty good salvageable bones to it, and you guys ended for, some sort of ridiculous reason, or, obviously not in the moment, but now in hindsight, you're like, oh, what happened type of thing, This is a very benefic energy to have reconnection. But you're very, very focused on the pain of the situation, right? Five of Cups is very focused on the pain of the situation and not noticing the 2 cups standing, only focusing on the 3 cups that have fallen down. So being very hyper-focused on, I'm not even going to say the negative aspect, but the death of something, right? Because this is a Mars in Scorpio. Scorpio rules death, right? Rules sex, rules death. And it rules this idea of simultaneous ending and beginning, right? So something ended here. Something ended. And you're having a really hard time moving away from it, you know? But the thing is this, Mars, because it's a Mars in Scorpio, Mars is going to make you move away from it. Mars is going to be like, come on, Libra, let's go. And if you fight it, it's just going to be so much more challenging for you to move forward, because this is the kind of situation where it does seem like the imbalance was so not manageable within the confines of the relationship that it ended up becoming insanely problematic. Now, again, doesn't matter whether maybe you were the one with the addiction, the other person was the one with the addiction. It actually doesn't even matter. It was this imbalance, was the sickness in this relationship. Now, the energy external to you is the 2 of Wands energy. Now, if this is your partner, the external energy, this is not you. This is the external, which would be your partner. This indicates them going on a new path. You know, I mean, the 2 of Wands is them entertaining some sort of new path, new idea, moving forward. It's a Mars and Aries energy. So Mars is like almost with like indignance, okay? You know, getting on that fresh path with a new perspective. Your fear position is the Empress energy. Empress is the mother of the tarot, right? It's the Venus energy. You're afraid of this. You're afraid that this is not going to end up growing. You're afraid of not, you're fearing the love. Now, I'm getting 2 different things for you guys now. Isn't this interesting, Libra? I'm getting that some of you are afraid to love this person, and I'm getting some of you are afraid that the love is over. But it's Venus nonetheless. So some of you are fearing the reality of the situation. Some of you are afraid to stay in this situation. So it's like you're with this person who has started on some sort of new trajectory for themselves, and here you are focusing on the pain and the mess of the situation. They may have started this new path, but yet they're still with you. So, and if this is the situation, you may be like, I don't really know even how to handle this, you know? Just really not sure how to handle it. Now, as the outcome, we have the 2 of Swords here in reverse. So the 2 of Swords are truth, okay? Swords are truth, swords are communication. So this indicates you being at a cross purposes with yourself and truly not knowing what to do. You truly don't know what to do. This is Moon in Libra, right? Now, what I do like about this is you're going to start to come around. There's going to be this sense of illumination. I'm going to tell you why. Whenever because it's a Moon in Libra, it's a Moon in you guys, whenever we have the Moon reverse, way better, way more positive. Right? Because the moon is what we feel and what we do in private, right? It's what we think, it's what we think inside. It's ideas that we feel that we don't throw out to other people to get different perspectives or anything like that. So we do see you being in the space of really not making a solid decision, but then in the near future, we have the Temperance energy. Now, I love this card. This is beautiful, because now we're talking about compromise. This is, what do you need? What do I need? What does the relationship need? This is a nice energy, and actually, this is a Sagittarius energy. So I like that. Yeah. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of communication, but let's see. Let's see if I'm not looking to skip any energies here, but we go from the 2 of Swords in reverse. And when I say you are cross purposes, should I stay with this person? Should I go? Should I stay with this energy? Should I go with that energy? What do I do? You being in the space of, I don't know what to do, feeling really, really confused. But then we have the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new beginning. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. We have the Judgment in reverse. We have the Moon in reverse, some sort of truth coming out. We have the Tower. Yeah, something's ending. Oh, for sure. Something's ending, but you're meeting somebody new. That's what we're getting here. And that new energy is going to be granting you a lot of temperance. Yeah, Libra, you're meeting somebody new, my friend. You are. You're meeting somebody new. 10 of Cups reverse. This is listen, you're not able to work this out. This person is not going to, there's not going to be a deepening of commitment. There's not going to be this transformation. Judgment is a Pluto energy, right? It's about ending and beginning. But when we get this in the reverse, something ends and it's not rebuilt, right? But the moon reverse, we like this here because this is where honesty is coming out. And I like this. It's under the Ace of Cups. So some sort of reality is coming right to the forefront here. Tower is something is very illuminated, front and center. The shades go up, the lights get put on, and something is ended. And look what's falling out of that bad boy, the Tower. Out of the Tower. The Devil. The Devil is falling out of the Tower. This has got to be ripped down. Okay, this is no good for you. And I do want to say, for those of you who are very heartbroken right now about a relationship ending and you're very, very conflicted, I want you to take solace in the fact that this is a Mars energy. Mars is linked to the Chariot, which is linked to the 4th house of Cancer, the metaphorical home space. And what all of that means is whatever's illuminated and whatever truth is coming to light, that's pulling apart this relationship, that's pulling this connection down, is a gift to you because you're not supposed to stay on this path. It's not meant for you. This is a much healthier connection, this Ace of Cups, because you're able to be a more authentic version of yourself. And then we have the 10 of Swords, one sword at a time. Over time, it just became too much, where there was manipulation, there was dishonesty, and it just got in the way of this being able to be any sort of truly, truly honest connection. Where you felt like, oh, I think they're maybe being honest with me, or maybe they're being on the up and up, or they're better now. We're in a good phase of the relationship. They were bad then, but they're not so bad now. No, they're, that's you making all of those Libra excuses because you guys like to chill out and have things fair, and you don't like confrontation. Totally get it. But the bottom line here is it's time for a toxic energy to go because this person was not doing well by you. And it's time to let it go. So definitely this new energy coming in. I do like it. And I feel like that is where the Temperance is coming in. Not with the old energy, with the new. Because this is in your future. Right now, this situation, the outcome is you being confused. So I feel like somebody's going to be coming in and you're going to be confused. But to be honest with you, and I know it's hard. Guys, believe me when I tell you. I know it's hard. I don't want you to think that I'm not being feeling for those of you who are deeply conflicted because you have a very strong past with somebody and you have perhaps even children together and a life together. I understand that, but you need to know that, and I hate to say it as callous as this, I truly do, but sometimes you have to just rip the damn Band-Aid off. You do. Look at this. Pluto. Boom, let's go. Transformation. Aries, ruled by Mars. Shake it up, let's go. That's it. And again, what did I say the 11th house meant, right? You're being asked to cultivate some healthy emotional detachment about something that has been muddied with sentimentality. You'd be feeling too sentimental about an energy that's not ultimately good for you. It's time to let them go. You gotta let them go, Libra. They're not meant for you. You can wish it all day long, but you can only control yourself. You can't control other people. You can't control their choices. You can't control their past. You can't control how their past has impacted them. It's the reality of it. Yeah. All right, my friends. Let's go on to career for my Libra friends. On to career. My Libra friends, anything that Libra needs to understand about money and career right now. Money and career. Justice reverse. Oh, we got another 4 of coins in a different deck. Different spread, different deck. Look at that. Coming from a space of temperance, trying to figure it out, Libra. Trying to figure it out. What do you need? What does the business need? What does everybody need? Coming from a place of trying to figure it out, trying to compromise, trying to work it out. That's what temperance is, right? Trying to work it out. Yep, Sagittarius energy. Current situation right now in your career, we have the Justice reverse and we have a Four of Cups. Okay, so something you're feeling this, you know, this is you, but this is an element of feeling like something is truly unfair. There's something sort of karmic about this as well. I'm sure many of you are feeling this right now. But when we have the Justice reverse, keep in mind, you're not feeling good about a situation. The money's not coming in and you're not feeling good about it, right? Because you guys, it's Justice is a Libra energy and you guys are ruled by Venus. And we have Venus reverse. That's what all of this is. Something is not fair. It's not making you feel good. The money is not coming in. You're not feeling connected. And you're in a space of really feeling like you need to hold on to your money big time. Feeling very self-protective. So, you know, it's this, listen, with how many people? It's between 25 and 30 million people are unemployed right now. So I know a lot of people are just in a very weird space when it comes to trying to figure out, you know, how they're going to continue in their work, having to do with clients, you know, whatever it is. So there are a lot of issues being worked through. And I feel like you're in this space right now where things are not being, you're not feeling like things are fair. Now, no one, it could be very well the case where no one is doing anything and you're just feeling this inherent lack of like, you know, what the hell kind of thing because of the whole COVID thing. You know, and just feeling like, you know, I worked my behind off to get to where I was, and now this thing comes in and everything changes, everything falls apart, and it's not the easiest energy to get through. It's really not. Now I want to say, crowning you, we have the King of Wands, which is really great, and then we have the Moon reverse is the foundation. Love the Moon reverse way more than in the upright, so I'm digging these energies as far as your crowning and your foundation. A lot of passion here with the King of Wands. I like it. Cancer and Leo. Now I want to say it's a core card, so we have to indicate this as an individual, you, or an external energy, because it's a core card, all right? So if this is an individual, this is somebody coming in and offering you this opportunity that's really going to speak to you in a beautiful way, that's going to make you feel very excited about moving forward with them, and it's the kind of offer that you're going to feel very, very at home with. So I do like it. You're going to feel very excited and very energized by it. So this would be an individual coming in. Now, if this is just a general influence, which it very well can be, you feeling very motivated and passionate about getting some sort of new idea going that you have cooking in your mind, right? Because you got the Aries energy, right? And as one of your crowning here, it's time to move on an idea, a new approach. So I feel like you're very, very excited about this. So there's something burning inside of you, Libra, that despite anything else that's going on in your life, you're very focused on, you're feeling really, really excited about it. So I feel like the excitement is you, the energy is of passion and excitement and motivation to move forward is you. Some of you may be getting this through an offer from a person. Now we have as a foundation the Moon reverse, which indicates Moon is always I feel, right? It's Cancer energy. You know, in astrology and tarot, it's connected to Pisces. But what I like about this is in the reverse, whatever you're thinking of feeling inside is kind of coming up to the top. So things that you've been holding inside, feelings that you've been having, the way you've been looking at life, things you've been holding back just to keep the peace, or because you felt like, oh, what's the point in saying anything? It's all coming out, which is great. Better out than in. Love this energy. Really, really good. You're going to be to a point where you're not going to be able to hide it anymore. You're just not going to be able to hide it anymore. And you're not going to be willing. What I like here is you're not going to be willing to let sleeping dogs lie here. You're going to feel this definitive fire in your belly to just make a decision and move forward in something with your career. Really, really good. Now, we do have the Four of Cups energy in the reverse. The reverse means pretty much the same as the upright, guys, honestly. Just a little bit more of a little more emotion thrown into the mix, right? With the Four of Cups, I always call this the checklist energy, right? So first of all, I'm getting that a lot of you feel very restless. You guys are feeling very bored, but you're feeling very, very restless with your career. And you're very let me be very clear in how I say this. You're very definitive in what you do want and what you don't want. And when you're saying, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do that, I'm definitely not doing that in my career. All of those ideas and everything on your checklist is based and originated from past experiences, past hurts, past pains, past disappointments, perhaps even past failures, which are fine, right? You want to live and learn. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to project past negative experiences that you had in any area of your career onto any potential new opportunities coming along. So, it's important to pay attention to the lessons learned in the past, but you don't want to live in those lessons. You just want to be mindful of them and understand that every new situation that you go into, you're going to be dealing with different energies. It's not going to be the same exact thing. Now, the external energy to you, we have the Seven of Coins in the reverse. So this could have to do with maybe, now this is external to you. So if this is a person, this could be somebody who is being very irresponsible with money. So you might be dealing with a business partner or someone in your life. This could even be a significant other, one of your children. Someone in your life is being very, very irresponsible with money. So it could be somebody close to you, or this could simply be money not coming to you that's owed to you from an outside source that you're owed. Okay, so maybe you're waiting for accounts to come in, you're waiting for clients to contact you, you're waiting for money from the government, and you're being made to wait. There's a waiting element, right? This is a Saturn and Taurus energy. So there's this waiting element, right? So it's this money not coming in from the external. So, and that could be another reason why you're feeling super restless, right? Because that Four of Cups reverses, you're feeling very, very restless. Now, your fear position, of course, we don't even need to talk about this. 10 of Coins reverse. You're afraid that the money's not going to come in, of course. Mercury and Virgo. You're afraid you're not going to get the message. It's Mercury, about money, right? Virgo's money. Virgo is an earth energy. It's one of the pentacle energies. And it's ruled by Mercury. So you're afraid that you're not going to get the call-ins, the emails, the text messages, the notifications, you're afraid that you're not going to be getting the correspondence, whatever it is that you're waiting to hear something back regarding money. You're waiting to hear you're waiting for somebody to give you money. So somebody can give you money that's not giving you money, or somebody is holding money back that can be very helpful to you, and you're getting super restless having to do with this. So we have the Star reverse. Now, this is an Aquarius energy, and in reverse, this tells me that, because the Star, first of all, in the upright is about healing. So this tells me that there's not going to be healing right now in this final outcome here. Aquarius being ruled by Uranus is about taking a situation, shaking it up, and doing things differently in order to be able to move forward into healing, okay? So just think about that for a minute. Something is not going to be done differently. So something is either not going to come in as far as finances go in the way that you thought. So I feel like, Libra, I feel like maybe you put all your eggs in one basket with this person, waiting for this person to come through with a loan, this particular project to pay itself off. This could be insurance, an insurance payout coming in, some sort of settlement having to do with any sort of legal dispute, any sort of, tax settlement, anything like that, right? It not going the way that you imagine, but look what we have in the near future, my friend. We got King of Coins. It is going to be okay. It's going to be okay. This is Aries and Taurus. This is somebody who I don't think you've met them yet, or you weren't expecting. Now, because it's a Knight, let me explain. I want to explain it as a person. This could be a person coming in and helping you out, because it's a core card. So this could certainly be a person coming in and offering you something. It could be a loan, it could be a job, whatever it is, but it is what you need. That's if it's a person. If this is you being able to figure out a solution to any issues that are going on with your money right now. That's really tapping into that Aries energy that I mentioned, right? About, right, time to move on, an idea. And it's you feeling really good about that and making that happen. If it's just an energetic influence, you are being surrounded by energy that is pushing you forward, that's going to be very benefic for you. You just are. This is a great energy to get at the end, particularly the King. I like this because it's a fresh perspective. This is something brand new, Aries and Taurus. And not only that, whatever it is, Libra, it's like not only going to give you the money, but you're going to feel good because it's Taurus energy in there. Again, another one ruled by Venus. It's about that self-esteem, having the money come in, feeling connected. So I do feel like that's really good. I feel like you're going to go through a little bit of a scary hot minute here, but the outcome is good. The outcome is good. So yeah, that is what I have for you, my friends. I hope this was helpful in some way. Take care, please. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you next time. Bye-bye.